Hi beauties and curls, and welcome back for another video. It is Melissa Q, yes, and if you are new, I just want to say welcome, and if you're an OG, thank you, girl, boyfriend, you are the OG, so thanks so much for coming back. And if you hadn't hit the subscribe button, I can wait. I know you're hitting it right. I would love for you guys to be a part of the Melissa Q family. Yes, don't forget to hit that button, and I'll just say it in advance, give the video a thumbs up. Yeah, it's gonna let me know whenever you guys like to see these type of videos. And just to let you know, I'm giving y'all some bonus videos, but I have committed myself to posting videos every Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday. Today we are talking about getting to know your collection to the point where you know what products you readily run out of. And basically, I highly recommend you trying just at least once a project pan. It will let you know really what products you grab for, which ones you would love, which ones you're like, I gotta toss it because I just don't like it. And it really allows you to really get to know a product before jumping on the bandwagon. We want to kind of be in a relationship with our makeup, okay? That's basically what I'm talking about. We want to be committed, and if we're not going to be committed and while we're dating that product, just hit the curb, just let it go. And, you know, not holding on to stuff, just let it go. Don't harbor, don't grudge and say, I really like you, but you're not working like it's supposed to. It's because it's either expired or you found something better. So, yeah, we're talking about frequent products. So I wanted to share with you guys what products I frequently go through, and maybe this can help you figure out the products that you know that if you want to try a new product, you know, you can kind of give a range where it will help you not, products to expire, and you won't just like keep buying the same thing over and over again. First thing that I go through a lot, and I was so surprised, are bronzers. I hit pan on one bronzer, finished another one, and I don't know why I'm surprised, because a lot of times I've noticed that I use my bronzer as my transition shade in my crease. It's a great warm tone, and just because I have yellow undertones, usually bronzers, which are warm, really work in my crease. So, you know, don't be afraid to be multi-purpose with your products, but bronzers I go through quickly. So that's probably why I like bronzers so much. Yeah. I go through bronzers a lot, and I have found that out. So in light of that, customize your collection based upon the products that you go through quickly, and then the ones that are really, really slow, you know, slow down your buying on those and get through those. I hope that makes sense. The next thing that I go through very quickly are pressed powders. I noticed that I can go through a pressed powder like nobody else's business. I absolutely love pressed powders. I think I love them a lot better than I do foundation powders. I do, because they're not as heavy, and you can kind of layer pressed powders. The difference between a pressed powder and a foundation is that a pressed powder is going to give you some setting. It's going to set your foundation. It's not going to give you as much coverage, but I like setting powders because you can build the coverage, I feel, but and it has a tint to it, so it's the best of both worlds. It's not a finishing powder, it's not a foundation, it's like right slap dab in the middle, and I love those because I can use pressed powders as bronzers / face powders, and it just works well for my skin. So yeah, getting to know my collection, I found out that I love pressed powders a little bit more, so sometimes I will try those a little bit more just because I know I can get through those faster. Hope that makes sense. Okay, so another item that I get through very quickly are body butters. I love smelling good. You know, who doesn't like smelling good? Are there some people that like to stink? Well, I don't want to talk, because I think in some cultures, the funkier you are, the more attractive you are. But no offense, no shade. Hey, do what you do, boo, okay, to have your relationship. But over here, I love to smell fresh. I love body butters over lotions because they're more moisturizing, and I like creams. So I do go through those pretty quickly. So I will try a body butter. I love the fact that Bath and Body Works and some other places, I like to test and see how it absorbs on my skin, and I don't like seeing a film on my skin. Does that make sense? You know, once you rub a couple of times, you should be able, it should absorb. It shouldn't have those like white streaks. You know what I'm saying? No. Another thing that I get through very quickly are concealers. Now, Once I love a concealer, I am right on that, okay? So concealers, I can see myself, I do go through those very quickly. I went through 2 of them in a project pan, and I know the texture in which really looks well under my eyes. I do have my top 5 drugstore and high-end over here. I'll link it over to the side so you guys can see, but I have dark circles, so it's just to know what she likes, okay? And I need color correction, so it needs to be a certain consistency where it's not too thick, and then give me some coverage so it can't be too thin or too sheer. It needs to give me some opacity. Most of the time I love full coverage concealers. That's just my jam. But yeah, I go through concealers very quickly. Okay, so the next item, obviously mascaras. Hello, they only have a shelf life to 3 to 4 months, no later than 6 months, I would say. I have gone past the mark a little bit sometimes when it comes to those, but I pretty much stay on the border when it comes to, you know, staying on the expiration date on those. So mascaras I will try because I can get through those very quickly, but that's kind of like a given. Mascaras are probably the most used and discarded product that probably has the highest range. The highest, I think the most used item from the drugstore is probably a mascara, I would say, in terms of like repurchase, buy and repurchase. So yeah, because you're gonna buy like 3 or 4 of them out of the year per person if you are a mascara lover like me. So I'm just, the next product that I usually get through very quickly are brow pencils. Those, I have learned that I just love brow powders and I love brow pencils. I don't need another one, y'all, because I have a couple of backups, and you know, brow pencils are kind of like the exception to the rule. You don't want to have he and haul going on over here, so I do keep a backup in the case I run out. So I at least have 2 of those, you know, a backup, because if I run out, it'll be the same color, because there's not always the same black, the same espresso, the same dark brunette is not the same across the board. So yeah, I do keep a backup. That's an exception to the rule. Brow pencil. Those are the products that I go through frequently. I hope this is a guide to help you guys see what you are going through. Comment down below and let me know what you are going through pretty quickly. Those, I feel like you can purchase more frequent. You know that you're going to get through the product. It's not going to expire on this. It's not going to So this, I hope, was a guide for you guys to kind of see what I go through very quickly. Comment down below, let me know what you're getting through. And yeah, I hope this helps you kind of like condense the expiration dates from happening on you. I've just been I get very attached to product, but at the same time, when it's a better feeling to go through that product than having to declutter it because it expired on you. Yeah, I don't like that feeling at all. So knowing and kind of like getting to know myself in the sense of what I go through very quickly has been very, very liberating. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. It lets me know what you guys love to see, and I will see beautiful you in the next video.